Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. I'm going to be doing a little presentation on my newly relaunched premium membership. I'm trying to keep it quick. Been at this for 5 years now. The first 4 years I ran this membership called Premium for a lot of people. It got up to about 200-300 people. I kind of kept it open but closed it off to the public almost a year ago at the end of 2014. Brought in the elite. As my Facebook group has pretty well exploded, probably added at least 600-700 people in the last 4 or 5 months. A lot of people from overseas, and I'm going to explain all that in a minute. That's why I thought, what's the best way to help these people out, to give them a service so that they can transition into learning quantity kind of stuff, automated trading specifically with algorithms and all that. So let me just show you what I got. So this service is really ideal for people that are in day trading, retail trading, that are getting kind of wiped out by automated trading, and pretty well high frequency traders. There's nothing that can stop them. I mean, 70% of the volume through the U.S. Markets alone are about driven by HFTs. So it's a big deal. The other reason I brought this out was, as I said, for overseas people that have where their dollar is a challenge, because like my elite in the next 6 weeks is going to be pretty pricey for a lot of people, out of reach. It's really geared towards small hedge funds, more institutional kind of startups that have like fairly large accounts that come to me on a consulting basis. So I provide this type of service for them, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Now, the big chunk of the growth in my Facebook group and LinkedIn group, and pretty well kind of Twitter as well, has been all like students. A lot of students have been coming to me asking about, their masters or PhDs and want to advance their education but learn somewhere else in a more modern way. So it's geared towards them. We also get people that are sort of in these career adjustments, that have been laid off. Maybe traditional chart clickers. That need to really understand how programming works in order to stay viable in the world of quote-unquote trading, or the trading world in the banks and hedge funds, because everything's pretty well automated now. It's all programming is a standard. So this kind of service is ideal for these kind of people. And of course, you get guys like me, who are the newbies and the wannabes. I would never say I'm an expert as a quant. I never say I'm an HFT expert, but I'm getting a lot more confident with what I'm delivering now, but I'm nowhere close. But I do have people that are close to me who are specialized in different fields and are really good at it. So usually for this entire type of journey, to get really good at it, to get into the 300,000-400,000 K range in terms of payment as a salary, you're looking at a 7-year journey. So this type of service will probably eliminate that by about, I don't know, 3-4 years. I'm going to tell you why. Now, as I said, what you get is a treasure trove of archived stuff from my first 4 years of researching all kinds of technologies of what was interested to me. Sorry about the bad typing, I just whipped this up. Anyways, I've got hundreds of postings in there, include downloadable source code and walkthrough videos. I've got never seen before exclusive webinars from the past. I'll show you that entire list. I got a spreadsheet that I'll show you. You can use as a guide. Also, I'm starting up new services. I got a new analytics service that I've been running now for the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna give people access to that. I've been for the last few months running weekly, call them whatever you want, online events, webinars, powwows. I've been doing end of the year of last year, 14. I did a trading club, more just focused on trading for non-technical people. So all those videos you'll get as part of this service. I don't post these things onto my YouTube, just so people know that. Now, here are the benefits. Obviously, I said about Jumpstart your technical infrastructure, because with a lot of other prop shops, like a lot of people don't want to deal with the plumbing, but there's a lot of reasons. And just last Monday, we had an example where Alex our HFT dude who runs an HFT software business has people that could have lost probably hundreds of thousands of dollars because algorithms that go out of control, and you can be left on the hook for that. So you kind of got to make sure you fully understand your infrastructure. I know a lot of people don't want to get involved in that, and that's fine too. But usually those kind of businesses that you deal with that are kind of set up like that are just working against you in terms of ripping off your trading ideas. I'll get that in a minute. Or they're very limiting what you can do, lock you out when you get good. I mean, it just you want absolute control of everything you want to do. It's a lot of painful effort to learn this stuff, but at the end of it, when you come out on the other side, believe me, you will be a lot more confident, and you'll be able to have better control on every aspect of your trading environment and your trading infrastructure, and most of all, your trading ideas and strategies. Now, some of the benefits I work from, I try to work with easier languages, .NET, C#, MATLAB, R. I've got some Java. I've got some Excel as well. I built in. You'll notice up there I don't really use Python a lot. I just find, even I've been at it for 30 years, I just find Python is like a dog's breakfast, and it's like there's 100 million different ways to set up Python. It's just a dog's breakfast, and I think there's languages like Julia and Go are just mushrooming because people are just tired of Python as a language. So I focus on these languages here I got listed. So as I said, you own your own source code. You develop your idea, you own that, you own your own source code, and you get to keep it. Okay. Now, when you go to a prop shop, I got this from many people that worked as interns or were employees of these type of prop shops, and they'd be coding up in the back end behind a wall, but you would never see these guys or ladies coding up stuff, and basically they're monitoring your trading habits or your trading ideas. When they get an idea where they can reverse engineer that, they now have stolen your trading idea, your trading intellectual property in these environments. It's not a safe environment for, I don't care, these are scumbags that do it. I don't think it's right. If you have an idea, you should be able to implement it your own way, again, with your own programming capabilities and having your own technical infrastructure, basically, and all that. It's very important. Now, in terms of the providers, I use here a high quality data provider, IKFeed. It's very affordable, but you get high quality there. We're not at high frequency trading level at all. We're kind of like more, you could do tick if you want, but I wouldn't go down that route unless you're really highly advanced. I'm not even highly advanced. Maybe a year from now, who knows? But I just want to keep it on a very 5-minute, 15-minute type of frequency. I'm okay with that. Now, as I said here, you have this automatic transition of being able to automate everything you do using these techniques. Everything from your trading idea, from your workflow of generating your trading idea to implementing it into a solution and actually executing the trade and executing the actual physical trades. Now, the other thing is, another big benefit you get is you get access. I do bi-weekly, weekly live events. You can just check my meetups for the scheduling, past schedules on that. You get to be in contact with me, Mr. Brian Downing. You're not going to deal with some hired or outsourced peon, because usually they are. They're just like young people that have no incentive, and they just don't know real answers. If I don't know something, I'm straight up and I'm pretty honest. If I don't know something, I'll look it up or I'll try to direct you where to go to do that. And if you want, come back into a community to share, because I do believe in sharing. We got a pretty good community, I think, and we get some good showings of people on my meetups. We get probably 700-800 up to 1,200 people a day on my website alone. So here's the key. Here's the key. I could talk on and on about all blah blah blah, and you're probably going to ask about credibility. I have a video. I'm going to go into the next slide in this, but I have an unbiased, neutral party measurement website that ad agencies use to verify traffic levels and just demographics of that website. I use the same site to give people an idea of what they're getting into, and I can, without a doubt, make this claim. I can challenge anybody on it. Unless they're on this site, and you just watch this video, they're not measured on this site called Quantcast. They're nobodies. Don't use them. Don't trust them. I use them, and I'm going to show you some stats that will convince you of that. But I can say that I do, out of all the audience that visit any website related around trading, verified, I think I definitely have a pretty profitable, and I would probably dare to say the most profitable anywhere. So as I said, it's unbiased, it's neutral, it's a third-party measurement, and it's using Quantcast. So here's the stats we're dealing with. I have over 18% of my audience make over $150,000, okay, and then 17% make about $100,000. So when you compare that to the other site that's measured by using the same capabilities, quantcast.com, you can just go on them, look up my site, type in my domain. I got a video if you want to see that as well. I'll put that in a link somewhere with all this fun stuff, so you can use this credibility. But those stats, the 18% over 150,000, that's double more than Dim Sykes, the penny stock dude. Alrighty, I'm going to show you a couple of things now. This is what my membership looks like for the premium. Okay, we got a lot of postings here, so I put together a video of all the videos in this membership. Some of these postings have 2 or 3 videos. The video lengths can range from, I don't know, 3 minutes all the way up to 3-4 hours. I'll show you some examples. So let me just give you some insights. So let's say if you go under R, I don't know, I'm just going to randomly pick one of these. You can do a search for that here. Typically, when I say you have an exact plan, you can use this spreadsheet as your role model, because and I'll make this accessible to anybody who's interested in. I've divided them up, this spreadsheet, into software webinars, models, R with some algorithms in it and examples, some of the MATLAB, some of the Simulink stuff, and some of the private academy stuff. As you can see, I just pulled out one of those searches from within this spreadsheet, and here's the actual article. So let me just show you what a typical article would look like, or a posting. Typically, you'd have a video, a walkthrough video, let me just pull up another one. Let me just show you the video in itself.
Hey, Brian here from quantlabs.net.
Are not on YouTube or anywhere. They cannot be accessed anywhere outside of the membership, just so people know that. So let me just see, maybe people might be interested in, I don't know, this demo from mean reversion from Ernie Chan, we've had Ernie Chan do about 3 or 4 different webinars. So he's got a presentation here. Let me just see what we got here. So he did this, and let's just see how long this is.
Hey, it's Brian here.
So it's a 20-minute presentation on that topic. So that's typically what you get. Videos, lots of algorithms, all sorts of stuff. Actually, I just want to show people this. If you come under my Learn anywhere on the site, you come under here, under the Academy cart, you click on the All Trading Courses. All these topics you get are part of this membership. Usually they're covered. It's a good basis of everything you can imagine, and that's part of the elite. The premium membership. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let's go back to the membership itself. All right. Well, actually, let me show you some more spreadsheet stuff. Now, in here, one of the big caveats of this, because this is 4 years in the making, basically, there's a lot of postings in this membership of my premium versus the elite. There is quite a bit of overlap, but there's also some exclusivity in this membership, in the premium. I'm going to show you some of those examples. So What I'm about to show you, some of these postings may only exist in this premium membership. Now, here's the thing. I'll give you the spreadsheet, and if you are one of my elite members, you see something that you want to have as part of the elite, let me know, and I'll move it into the elite. There's some really cool stuff in here that is targeted towards people that choose the premium. There's a lot here. I want to show you when I say a lot. So as I said, we got all these MATLAB things. Some of them are algorithms. For instance, how to do PCA, splines, surface plot, Markov chain, K means clustering, linear regression. So some pretty advanced mathematical principles. A lot of quantity stuff, as I call it. We got a lot of coverage in R. Let me show you another video. This one I like, parallel model predictions in R. So let me just try to pull that one out. As I said, you do get some R source code, some MATLAB source code, some .NET source code, some C++ source codes. Let's choose this one. So again, you get a video. We give you URLs where you can get some of the algorithms of where this came from. It's kind of all consolidated in one. Let me show you. I'm just going to look for something that has an actual source code method. Let me just try this one. I know there's some source code for this. Yeah. Let me just pull that up. Model thing. Hang on here. Let me just see if we can get the pairs, simple pairs trading in R. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we'll pick off this one. So you get multiple examples of pair trading. Again, a video, places to go. Let me try the MATLAB one just to spice it up. So let's say volatility simulation. Some of these files you can actually download. Let's just see what we got here. Garchi MATLAB with volatility. Oh, I'll just randomly pick one of these. I don't know. This one. You can see there's hundreds and hundreds of topics covered. Again, so here's some example source code you can use. Let me just show you some .NET stuff. Okay, so like I said, you get all these advanced courses. You'll find more MATLAB than R. I spent a lot more time in MATLAB. So again, Markov chain, whatever you want, it's there. Let me just do a search on Markov chain and see what we get if there's both MATLAB, R. Let's see what we just come up with Markov chain. Anything Markov. Let's see what we got here. It's like I said, it's a treasure trove. It's like an archive of 4 years. I don't know how many exact postings. I think there's probably at least 1,000. You're probably pushing. So here you go. You got quite a lot of Markov chain topics. So I think this is R. Again, video, where to get the source code, so on and so forth. Okay. So that's just an example of the algorithms and the code you can get for those particular algorithms. Okay, let's move over to the webinars. This is the real value. Let's say you wanted to learn R. Okay, you know nothing about R. We had a guy named Ram Venkant do a presentation on how to use it. This thing was awesome. And this, again, these videos that I'm going to show you here in the webinars, you can only get part of. Let's see here. That doesn't make sense. Let me just do R. Like I said, there is all kinds of videos here. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking for here. this one presentation, we had a meetup this date, 2012. We had 3 videos. He just went on overview how to use R from very high level.
For tonight is really
1 hour here, part 2,
from you. And then
another hour, 3 hours. He goes right through the entire videos. I mean, this alone is worth a lot of money, and that's just one of many, as you can see here. So I'm just highlighting that. Let me just show you what we got here. We got some Ernie Chan stuff in here, I believe. Oh, this one I love. The Redis and R. I just love Redis and the parallelization that you can do within R and Redis. It's just awesome stuff. I mean, it really opens your eyes. Here's another video. Here's all the source code. Here's all the links to get you started.
What I've sent out today
You got,
to capture in the
I don't know how
private
long
section.
this video is, but
Right.
So that's your times. Just find it.
it's all there. Let me just show you what we got here. This can overwhelm, but it's all here. It's not going anywhere. Let's see what we got. So we got that R Redis. We've got machine learning introduction from the guy from TSL. That's a powerful one. Trading System Labs. He goes through the entire process of how to. I'm not sure if this is the right one. Yeah, this might be it. Yeah, from TSL. So he goes through the entire software and its capabilities. Oh, I don't even know how long that video is. It's over 2 hours. It's just, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty impressed with this. This is just unbelievable what I've got. Online, how to capture market data fast with an affordable service provider. I've gotten HFT stuff. How to use IQ feed, a trading platform. What I'm going to show you on the software side is amazing what you can do with MATLAB and Simulink. And I've used TradeLink, the open source trading platform, which I really like, which is .NET, but you can still download it off of GitHub. How to use TradeLink with moving averages. All these different toolboxes. This one's going to be kind of cool. The production server from MATLAB. like people don't even know half of this stuff. I mean, it's just like it's like being a kid in a candy factory. I had to imagine. Let's see what we pull up with this one. Production server for MATLAB. There's an entire webinar on that.
It uses approximation technique.
Oh, this is our guy from MathWorks, Stuart Kozula. Again, you only find this in the elite. If you have seen his algorithmic trading webinar, his automated trading webinar, he did one exclusively for us. That's unique and exclusive. You can get it here. There you go. That voice is the man.
Type X here again.
That's Stuart Kozula from MathWorks. Let's see what else we got here. As I said, Ernie Chan, backtesting, how to do some advanced visualization, how to do SQL Server, I think it was, or just all the different databases available. Let me just pull up this puppy here. We cover a lot of stuff, and I believe a lot of them are only exclusive in the elite. Or sorry, in this premium membership. Now I haven't seen a lot of these before. I'm just trying to see what they are because there's just so many. There's a whole history, all consolidated, all the different videos on how to do just the databases. These are all archived from my YouTube channel. It's a lot, but as I said at the beginning, this can be up to a 7-year journey. I'm still on that journey, but this is all in one environment, so you don't have to go crazy jumping from one to the other. Okay. Now that's just all the available webinars. It's a lot. Okay, so we've covered MATLAB. Now let's go into Simulink. Now Simulink is very powerful. I'll be using Simulink myself. You can use Simulink, which is part of the MATLAB. I have various demos here. Let me just pull up one here. I remember this pretty extensively. This will walk you through how to do how to build a trading model within Simulink and be able to. And it's using a simple RSI. So you got Simulink, and I walk you through that process of how to build out from a trading idea using Simulink and get actual C++ code generated from this process. Let me just see if I've got that. Now again, it doesn't matter if you're Windows, Mac, Linux. This can be done because MATLAB runs on any of those platforms. This is why I use MATLAB. But again, here's the projects to get you started. You can easily download them. These are all Visual Studio for Windows. I love Visual Studio. It's very simple to set up with all the code, the C++ examples. They're all there, ready to go for you to try out. I don't even know where to start. I have a checklist to help you out with this process to develop your own workflow to take a trading idea to generate a DLL, right, that you can expose to any platform you want using these methodologies. A lot of work went into this. I've not talked a lot about Stateflow itself, which is part of Simulink. Everything in Simulink is visual. I just love it. I mean, it's powerful. So there's that. So the other big one that you cannot, so all of these are included in my Elite, but there's, as I said, there's some exclusive stuff that you cannot find anywhere else except here in the Premium. And again, these are separate from each other, so there's no connection with one or the other. All right, so as you can see, there's probably almost 70 videos alone just on software videos. Some of these postings do have 2 or 3 videos. Let's just total how many videos we got. That's 100 already. 100, let's say 140, 150. That's going to push 250, let's say, 260. So you're pushing over, let's say, just 250 videos just in this Elite membership. And again, there's software source code you can download. There is also all the walkthroughs, how to set up stuff, the samples. There's a ton of stuff. That's why I'm providing this spreadsheet, so you can see what's in it just on the videos alone. Let me just walk you through what we have here. Now, a lot of people come questioning, how do I get started in HFT? This section will get you started on your infrastructure. This is where your source code lies. This is where you can use something like TradeLink. I've got many examples here, how to use all the different components within TradeLink, and I call it the legacy, not with the Glean edition or whatever they call it. This is the legacy stuff that will work. You can download, as I said, from GitHub, and it's free. It's open source in C#. Okay, so I've got examples of how to use, let's say, a CLR managed DLL, and I showed you that DLL that you can generate from within your Simulink, which is your trading idea, and create it from within the MATLAB environment and then drop it into a trading platform. I show you how to do that here. That's pretty powerful stuff. So I give you a complete end-to-end demo on how to do that as a workflow. I got something a little easier now, but the C++ is still the route that I go to implement and code up in a code-generated way to get Simulink to generate the code for me from the trading idea, which again is a visual representation. Now, let's go through some of this. Okay, so again, I've talked about data providers. The only one I really use and would only recommend is ITFeed. I've got third-party software that you can use to quickly collect any asset you want to you subscribe to through ITFeed, and you can collect it pretty fast. And you can get up to highest I've ever captured was about 1 million data points, which is huge for back testing. You can put that into your MATLAB environment and prototype with that data, and it's high quality. You can dump that into Excel, wherever you want it. It's your data basically. So I show you how to use that utility. It's a third-party utility. You don't have to have it, but it does make your life a lot easier. Again, you use IQFeed as the way to collect data and real-time tick data, back-tested data. It's awesome. Now, again, I introduced the Simulink. Any Simulink model, you have inflow, outflow. So in here, I provide inflow examples of that. All the different ways you can experiment with building DLLs from Simulink. Basically a Simulink model here, and then be able to generate that and go from unmanaged to managed in C++. So you can expose it into C# or .NET. I've got some examples here, as I said. We've got some automatic comm server stuff. Again, I mentioned about TradeLink, all these different examples. There's some experiences I've had that you may run into some bugs, so I might have some fixes here. This is a pretty powerful. This again, this video right here, 3 fastest step blueprint to building easy to understand, fully implemented, integrated .NET C# automated trading platform. This video or this posting is kind of important because that's the complete end-to-end of a trading automated system, showing how to go from a trading idea, generating. It can be done in R, but my preferred way is through MATLAB, and be able to generate some pretty powerful stuff. So I have a complete set of videos here and set of instructions to get you there. All right, so you can see how I'm trying to jumpstart your ability to get up and running. Again, here's a very powerful. This is going to be part of my environment, in my new environment. This thing called a Java streamer from IQFeed. This is pretty cool to feed data into any process. I can attach a message bus to it using something like a 0MQ. So we'll do that. I also provide examples from both .NET and C++, how to connect into the interactive brokers at TWS. Now there's a third-party software that I also use. I'm all about third-party software because I like to use it as a cheap tech support. You buy it, and there's a change in the API from the interactive brokers, let's say, or a change from IQFeed. All you do is just wait it out for your third-party software, and you get the new version with the new update to the broker, and nothing most likely will never have to change or be broken. It's been working for me for many years using that methodology. Right, so we've got all that covered. Now, again, I mentioned 0MQ, so I have some examples of that, where in this case I have a 0MQ subscriber be coming in from, actually, I think it's a live IQFeed example feeding across a 0MQ bus, message bus, and feeding it into a Dev Express chart. So I have lots of examples of like that, and that right there is basically your connection into your data and getting it into a charting system. Again, here's the source code project. Again, all Visual Studio, most likely. All right, so there's that. Just showing you all the different examples here. More 0MQ. Lots of connections in the TWS. How to create a call using Simulink code generated. All kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm just going through this. Again, connections into TWS or the interactive brokers from IQFeed, real-time data feed into a Simulink model with order decision into TWS and interactive brokers. So here's another example of the whole plumbing included, from your live data to your trading algorithm, and then an example of trading execution into what do you call it? Interactive brokers. Just try that again here. Let's see, IQFeed real time into sync. Okay, there you go. Working, so there you go. And some examples again, source code videos, all there ready to go. All right, so again, it's just, there's some pretty powerful stuff here. Some database stuff I used initially, SQL Server. You know, some of it's very viable. Depends upon your choosing. If you want to use something like SQL Server, nothing. Actually, it's a pretty good database if you ask me. Just for archiving data and just having a basic archive as a backup, recording all your orders, all that sort of stuff. Position management. So there's lots of SQL Server. Now, here's some interesting ones. Just had a couple of people actually in the last few days ask about this, how to build GSL, DLL with C#. I provide instructions there. Some pair trading with Excel, believe it or not. Yeah, it goes on and on. Some secret sauce stuff, complex events processing, all kinds of stuff. So hopefully you can see the value of this. Very, very affordable. It's 1/10 of my Elite. Okay, so I probably blabbed enough there. Now, people are going to ask, what's the difference between this and the Elite? As I said, this is a treasure trove. It's an archive. Everything in the past, I'm going to keep it up to date by providing all my analytics from my other systems, providing all that data as a reporting service, anything exclusive in terms of video on demand. You miss out on one of my webinars that you want to be part of. I'll post the recorded videos on this because I'm not putting those sort of things on my YouTube. Some content I'll put up on YouTube, but a lot of the live stuff, especially all the trading event stuff or more future technology stuff, will go into these memberships behind a paywall. The only difference I won't do that is when it's obviously a vendor that's trying to sell something, which most likely, or a presentation from something, or just basically anything that's not me will obviously be put up on my YouTube. But anyways, that's pretty well the entire membership. It is monthly, and I keep it that way because I have people try to keep it as flexible as possible due to the fact of, I got people that are unemployed and they can only do 3 months. So that's fine. You get 3 months. You pay for 3 months, and that's that. If you want for a year, you just pay for a year. It's like a gym. You want to use what you want, you pay however long. And that's that. Hopefully you can see the value of this. I'll be getting it up and running really soon. And I just wanted to give you the behind the scenes of some of the highlights of this membership. Very affordable. And just remember, in a nutshell, who it's really geared towards. As I said, day traders, retail traders, people from the overseas, students, people between jobs. So I'm trying to really care for those people. All right. So hopefully, let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.